Hey guys, how you doing? Let me see if I can get rid of this flicker on the screen. Just got to set my cam up. Yep, that took care of that. Cool. So thanks for joining me. I was trying to set up a webinar type of software where people could come in the room, like a Zoom thing. I'm not at that point to having a Zoom room that can stream live as well. But anyway, I was trying to figure that out, and it's always better to be able to have people in a room that you can actually have a conversation with rather than just watching the Facebook comments. So this weekend, I figured out how to get data from Gloria Foods order taking app into a CRM called Chirply, and I pretty much have set it up, and I was going to do it from scratch and just show you like exactly from a blank canvas, but I just figured what I'll do is I'll just walk over the steps and I'll go through it like slowly, and I might do a couple of places where I can try and recreate it. So let's just jump straight into it. I'm going to use this demo restaurant that I've got here, and I am going to put an integration on it using the Gloria Foods API, and I'll show you how to set that up. And we're going to then show you how that goes into Zapier, and then from Zapier we connect up Chirply. So I'm not going to recreate the Zap, but we'll go through it, and you'll be able to go through the video after this, and you'll be able to pause it and just follow along. So let's move on to the next screen so you can see my screen. Okay, I think you should be able to see my screen. Let me get this music off. Cool. Okay, so I'm in the back end of Gloria Foods, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to just turn this one off. I'll add a custom integration so you can see how it looks from the get-go. So the template I don't change. I use the manual template. They got a few choices there. The API type I don't change. That just stays as accepted orders. Protocol, this is the first change. Instead of using JSON, I used XML. When I used JSON, the data came into one field with an entire long string. So when I was in Zapier to pick out the phone number and the email address, it was all in the one field, and I couldn't figure out how to get the data. So then I tried the XML protocol, and it separated all the data, and I was able to get it. So that was a bit of trial and error. It took quite a while to figure that out, and I should have just jumped in and just tried it. I guess I know that if you're integrating directly from Gloria Foods into a program like Contact Reach, then the protocol is JSON, and Contact Reach must have some way of passing that data. So when you're going from Gloria Foods into Chirply, use the protocol XML. Protocol version 2 stays the same. So now I need to get the endpoint URL. So what I need to do is I need to go to Zapier. So let me just open up the Zapier. So in Zapier, what you do is your trigger, you search for Zapier webhooks. So that's what that looks like, webhooks by Zapier. Then the trigger event is you catch a hook, and the customize request. Let's have a look at that. So this is where you can get your custom webhook. So what you do is you copy that, and then you just go back over to Gloria Food, and you just drop that in there. So your authentication keys, I'm not 100% sure if they are required. I haven't experimented with that, but all I'm going to do is just generate that one there, and also the environment key, I'm going to generate it. So haven't tested to see, and it's not hurting to just generate them anyway. Then you got some custom fields here. So the restaurant token, I'm just going to call it like token, and I'm just going to give it the name here, Appreneur demo. So it's just if I hover over that, this is a token provided by me, by the system here, and it will just help you distinguish between each restaurant location. There is information that comes in, and I can show you if I remember. It does pick up the restaurant name, this name over here, Appreneur Demo Restaurant. So anyway, I've just added that as an extra field just in case I need it at some point. And then display as, I believe that I left as, can't remember now, display as manual. I think we left that. Let me just see. This is what's shown to the food client. Yeah, I believe I just left that as manual. We'll test this out and we'll see if that works. The order type. So I'm picking up every opportunity to get data. So whether they pick up or deliver or table reservation in the future, any or order ahead, every interaction, I'm zapping that over. And then the order status, again, I'm going to pick all of them. And the email address here would just be my email address. It just seems to be like a legal requirement. Cool. So that is what you need to do in setting up your Gloria Foods. So the way to get this here is when you come into your restaurant, over here you got your settings. If you go all the way down to the bottom, you got your 3 dots, and in your 3 dots you got integrations, and that there will open up this form for you. So once you've filled in the form, then I'm just going to click enable, and I'm going to agree to this, that it's all to do with data and privacy. So now I have this enabled and ready to go. So I'm going to go now back to my Zapier, and this is just left blank, and then I can go and test this by finding data. So what I'm going to do is I am going to this stuff was pulled in over the weekend. So let me go and see if I can pull some fresh data. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to go in here. I'm going to order a coffee, and I'm going to make that 2 coffees. I'm going to add that to the cart, and I'm going to go to the cart, and I've got ordering contact details is remembered. Ordering method is, I'm going to make this a pickup, and the time I'm going to leave that as now, and then the payment method is going to be cash, and save that. So what I'm going to do now is place the order. My phone's going to go crazy. I'm just going to the app of okay. Let's let you hear it. So I'm going to accept this, and I'll put a time on this. So I'm sorry you can't see the screen, but you should see. So while I'm waiting for the restaurant to accept my order, I'm getting this these engaging messages. So the restaurant's picked up. They've looked at my order and they reckon, okay, they can have my coffees ready for pickup in 12 minutes or 10 minutes or whatever. So I'm going to accept that, and then you should see the screen change. Okay, so their order confirmed, 12 minutes. So let me close this. Now let's go and see if we pick that up in Zapier. So what we're going to do is go here, and I'm going to load more. Let's see if I get a more recent one. So there we go. Request G pulled in 0 seconds ago. So let's have a look at request G. So it's working, guys. Yay! Let's do a happy dance, eh? Let me go back to Matthew's joined us too. I've got Matthew and Michelle. Hey, my partners. The power of partnership. Thanks for watching, guys. So let's see, what did we catch on this hook? We've got a tax, we've got an ID, the price was $3. We got coordinates, we got my name, my email address, my phone number. Here's the name. This is what I was saying to you earlier. Here's the name of the restaurant, Apreneur Demo Restaurant. And you'll see further down is the token, the restaurant token. So I'm not sure. So it's obviously it's not required. And I'm not sure exactly the reason for it. But anyway, as I say, it doesn't hurt. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go and I'm going to pick off the information that I want. So let me just click on continue. So the next thing I'm going to do is so this is my action. So that's the trigger. When an order is placed, catch that data. And then now is the action. What am I going to do with that data? So what I did is I searched for Chirply.io because that's the CRM that I use, and it's an awesome CRM. You can send text messages, you can send emails, you can send voice drops, and just a whole ton of stuff. I started using that now for my prospecting. All the phone calls that I make are recorded, and I can move people, and it's also like a pipeline, and I can move people from one list to another depending on their stage in the sales process. So I choose Chirply.io, and then the action event is sync leads. So I could just send an SMS to that person. I can make an IVR call. I can unsubscribe them from a campaign. I can add a note. I can broadcast a message. These are all the things that you can do in Chirply. I could create a sales bridge from a template. I can drop a ringless voicemail, which is really awesome marketing tool. I can broadcast a ringless voicemail to a list. I can update a custom field on that contact's details, and I could also assign this lead to a sub-user. So what I've done is I've chosen sync leads. So basically what I'm doing is I'm adding this customer's information to a list inside of Chirply. So first of all, I've got to pick my Chirply account, and then I'm going to pick my list. So the list that I've chosen here is this list here. I've got to remember it. It's restaurant have online ordering, and I'm not adding them to a campaign. I could. So that would mean that when people come in, they get added to a list, and then we also add them to a campaign. So the campaign could be send out a text message to say, hey, thanks for your order. And then like a day later, send them an email and say, can you give us some feedback on the ordering process or something like that? And do you mind leaving us a review? Whatever campaign you come up with. Campaign is just really a sequence of communication events, either through text messaging or email. And so now what I've gone is I'm picking up the information. So I need to have a phone number. So let me just show you how to do this. So if you can see over here, this is required field. So when I go on here, I can go down here, I go show all options, and then I scroll down and I'm looking for the phone number field. So there's the phone number. I click that and it's that simple. So I do the same thing, getting the email ID, the first name, the last name, and in the contact details inside of Chirply, I have their website and their address. And why is there no address information here? I think address has not been pushed over because I used the pickup method. Because I definitely had address information yesterday, and I used the delivery method. So we're losing address information when people pick up, but the important thing is that we can contact them. We have phone number and email, and that's what this is all about, really. So once I've picked up all the fields that I want to send over to my CRM, I click on Done Editing, and I might see if I can just test this. So I'm going to test and review this, but first thing before I do, I'm going to go over to Chirply and let me just sort on the added date here on the restaurant have ordering list. So this is the back end of Chirply, or not really the back end. This is Chirply, and I'm now just in my list, and I'm just going to delete myself from this list so that I'm not in this list already. So I'm just going to click that and go here and then just delete. Yes, delete it. Okay, so just wait for this to refresh and you'll see that I will be removed from the list. Okay, I am no longer on that list. Now I'm just going to retest and review. And let me go over to Chirply and see if, just going to refresh this and see if it's there. This is where I get nervous. It's like if it doesn't work, then I've got to troubleshoot this. But it's going to work. It's going to work. Fingers crossed, eh? Yep, there we go. I am added to the list right there. So, cool. I have successfully so far shown you how to set up the API in Gloria Foods. I've shown you how to collect the data in Zapier and send the data to Chirply. That was pretty much what I wanted to show you guys. That is mission completed. Hey, Matthew, thank you for that comment. But I am going to give you a little bit more. So for the people that stayed to all the way through this this video, I'm going to just share with you what I did further on. So basically, just click Done Editing. What I added on here is a path, and I won't go into too much detail about it. I'll just show you the path, and then I'll explain to you why I did this path. So I just have one path name, and I've just called it A, and then I've set up the rules. And actually, before I go to the path, I just need to show you more of the. So we do the catch hook. We send the data to Chirply. Then the next thing I do is I look up a spreadsheet row. Okay. So basically, let me just show you the spreadsheet row. This is a dashboard that I have for messenger marketing. And so I'm part of a group of new opportunity digital marketers who you've probably never heard of before. We do things differently. We don't use landing pages and email opt-in forms. We use what we call conversational marketing. And the reason we use conversational marketing is, text messaging is part of conversational marketing, is all about the open rates. So trying to get people in on email is a challenge. And if you're good, you might be able to get 50% open rate, but typically it would be about 20%. But using Messenger and text, you get huge open rates, like over 80%. So anyway, I am part of this group called Local Marketing Pro, and we have some systems. So here are the systems at the bottom here. We have a birthday marketing bot, we have a viral giveaway bot, a guest giveaway bot, a coupon bot, a voucher bot, a loyalty bot. So let me see at the viral giveaway. I've got 2 test rows here. So basically, what I'm trying to do here with the integration is I want to enroll a customer into a VIP club. So they come into the ordering app either through Messenger, where I've already targeted them and got them into Messenger, and now I am offering them a coupon or some kind of special discount, and they're coming from Messenger, and inside of Messenger they can place an order. There'll be an order button that'll open up the Gloria Foods menu. So basically, once they're in Messenger, I can, within 24 hours, I can message them and ask them, hey, do you want to be part of our VIP club? And the other way that I can try and get them into our VIP club is if they come in from the website and any other way apart from through Messenger, and they place an order. So it could be from a button on a website. It could be from a button on a Facebook page. So Gloria Foods allows you to have a see menu and order now button right on Facebook, where people can order right within the Facebook app. And also you can have a button on your website. So these are the 2 sources of traffic. And what I want to do is I want to get the person to sign up to our VIP club so that they can opt into getting notifications of when we have some specials going on. And the power for the restaurant owner is that if they find themselves in a situation where they have an abundance of some kind of, they might find that they've got a ton of steak left over, and so they can just broadcast out a message, a text message, to people who have opted in, and saying, hey, Tuesday night we are having $15 steak night, whatever. Okay, so through this integration, people have come in, and let me get to the point. I don't want to send them a text message to ask them to subscribe to the VIP club if they're already in Messenger. So I'll know if they're in Messenger if I look up the spreadsheet row in Google Sheets, and I'm just going to look up and see if Messenger ID for this email, if it exists. And if it exists, I don't do anything because I will enroll them through Messenger. But if it doesn't exist, I will send them a text message. So here's the, so I'm just looking up to see if it exists. If it exists, it's going to, all I'm doing there is I'm looking up that information. Then I'm doing the path. Let's edit this path and have a look deeper in the path. So what is the name here? Name is simple, just path A. rules. So rules, email does not exist. Then, if that's true, we're going to send an SMS in Chirply. If email does exist, then it just doesn't do anything. And that's the end of the integration. So once email does not exist, it will continue and it will do this integration with Chirply, and we'll just do send a text. So I'm just picking my number that I use. This is a number that I have bought from Twilio, and then I'm picking the number I've got to send it to. So I'm picking that from the webhook data, and then I can craft my message over here. So in this case, I've just got test request VIP, but this could be my message. So that is it in a nutshell. I hope that was some exciting new value for you that you weren't expecting. So basically, that campaign, to summarize it, would be customer places an order. They get added to my CRM. I check to see if they're already a Messenger subscriber. I do that by checking the Google Sheet to see if the Messenger ID exists against that email that they've just provided. If not, I send them a text message to onboard them so basically what I would be doing is sending them a text message with a link to send them to Messenger again to my onboarding flow for joining up with the VIP. And if they exist, if they're on that the Google Sheet, then I know that they're already in the program, and so I don't do anything. So let me go back to my screen. So guys, if that was of any value to you, please drop a comment and let me know. Let me just go to the stream and see if there's any. So guys, if there was of any value. Cool. I'm Matthew. I'm just responding to some messages now. I personally am using Manychat. I have started looking at Silverbots, and I like the being able to move from Manychat over to Silverbots because the user face is very, very similar. If you are a messenger marketing expert, which basically means that if you have got a badge, and I don't know which platforms are offering badges, but I know, for example, Manychat is offering a badge. If you can show that you have the badge, I can get you up to 3 lifetime deals for free with Silverbots, so that you can go around and use the pro version to play around with it, and you get 3 accounts for absolutely free. So if you're interested in that, I have a ref URL. Just drop a comment, and okay, Matthew, it looks like you're already in there, so that's good. But anybody else that's watching this later, if you're interested in checking out Silverbots, I can get you 3 lifetime deals, lifetime accounts, as long as you can prove to them. They'll ask you to do a 45-second video just to show your badge. Cool. Got any questions about this integration? Just drop them in the comments. Thank you again for watching, and I'll be sure to be on a live again with some more information soon. Thank you guys. See ya. Bye.